The mentality of human beings, for which I am using two words, is intelligent and sensitive. In intelligent and sensitive people, there is a state of control and control. These are different cycles that keep coming. Sometimes there is restlessness. In the nature, the heart is restless. There is a little hopelessness. There is a lack of confidence in oneself. I don't have the ability. I can't do anything. Whatever I have done so far, there is hope. There is hope. There are bright aspects. In the state of control, there are dark aspects. There are aspects of hopelessness, the state of pessimism. And in this state of control, there are bright aspects. There are less intelligent and less sensitive people. They will come. But the amplitude of that wave will not be much higher or lower. But as this matter increases, the amplitude of this wave keeps increasing. But a normal human being should remain within limits. When this becomes abnormal, in our modern psychological medicine, it is called maniac depressive psychosis. If you are depressed, it is as if your back is broken. And in this depression there are suicides. You commit suicide. Depression. You don't see any bright aspect. You don't see any aspect of hope. You don't see any aspect. You don't see anything hopeful. You have no idea where to go and whom to call. You have a lot of stress. When one feels that he cannot face these realities, he commits suicide. This is a miraculous state of depression. One is running and running. There is excitement. There is effort and hope. Now everything looks bright. This is strange. In fact, I have had some experience. This disease was present in our family too. My late father had been a patient of depressive psychosis for a long time. This happens. Anyway, maybe our family comes in that category, in which intelligence is relatively more, sensitivity is also relatively more. The second thing is that if a person adopts this as a philosophy, that you have to make yourself stubborn, this can also become a philosophy. But if a person leaves his nature, then both these conditions come. In these conditions, if this upward and downward movement goes beyond a limit, then this is a disease, maniac psychosis, maniac depressive psychosis. When a person is in that upper condition, then there is a lot of greatness, light, hope in him. He is talking to people, he is speaking, he is very much in the gathering. Now he is also feeling interested in the gathering, and he is seeing the bright side of everything, the bright side of his own existence too, the existence of others too. He will look for the good side of others too. He will not look for the bad side. When the other condition is of depression, everyone will see something bad in everything. Someone has a bad intention. There is some disorder. Someone is talking with bad intentions. There is no goodness anywhere. Badness is badness. Disappointment is disappointment. Evil is evil. This is in reality that condition. Ghalib has interpreted it in the best way. In intelligent and sensitive people, their progress happens through these stages. And after every depression, I am not using the word depression in that sense. It is not a depression that reaches to the extent of illness. It is a matter that reaches only to the extent of seizure. After every seizure, when there is enough, then progress happens, which you call by leaps and bounds. A person leaps. It is as if a person reaches a higher position than the previous level. After every seizure, a new level comes. It brings a new condition, a new glory, a new height, a new level. This is what Ghalib has interpreted in a very beautiful way. When I am depressed, then progress happens. That is poetry too. There comes a time when poetry is not being revealed. Poetry is not being spoken. There is an obstacle in the nature. It has become closed. No words are being spoken. But when this condition changes and when the condition of depression comes, my depression stops, then progress happens. And then anew a condition of leaps and bounds. That is a completely new condition, with a new glory. This is the matter which is in the context of these blessed verses. That is why now I am giving you a reference to it. In Tafsiri Mazari, Qazi Sanaullah Panipati Rahmatullah Ali has said a very beautiful thing, that if a person is in a state of leaps and bounds, then in that state, this Surah Mubarakah holds the status of iksir, because it was revealed to Prophet Muhammad in the same state of leaps and bounds. I will read it to you. All these verses, you will know that they are like pearls on a needle. One word is qabz. Now, in that incident, the narrative and the background that I have given you is also fitting. The matter of suicide is also fitting. There is a narration in Bukhari that Prophet Muhammad said that I was in such a state of leaps and bounds. I was in such a state of leaps and bounds that I used to repeatedly think that I should climb a mountain and throw myself down. Now you will feel all these matters as if all the knots are joined, as if you are not able to get up at night. You are in such a state of leaps and bounds. Your nerves are so affected. It is not just the state of your senses. Your actual strength, your practical strength, is also so affected that many nights have passed and you could not get up at night. On the contrary, Jamil had the opportunity to say that it seems that Prophet Muhammad has left you. Now, this sentence is in its place, but the state due to which this sentence has come, pay attention to it. If you pay attention to it, you will know that the word qabz was a state of qabz. This is an example of the state of qabz, because in reality, the revelation of the Holy Quran used to be revealed. This is also a matter of the internal sensations and states. This is also a matter of the internal sensations and states. You cannot interpret this from the outside. There were no such difficulties. There were no such problems. There was no such dispute. There was no such debate. There was no such physical persecution. These are all internal states. And in reference to those internal states, if you have understood this Surah Mubarakah correctly, then the Sufis have understood it. The couplet of Iqbal is that whoever understood my complaint, he considered me to be Rizwan. He considered me to be a man who was taken out of paradise. Who else will understand? He will understand that it is the cry of a sad heart. There is a poem of Iqbal, the cry of a bird. Those who understand this song and listen to it happily. This is actually the cry of a sad heart. This is the cry of a sad heart. So this is the state which Rizwan has understood. He is the inspector of paradise. He has understood that this is the cry of a sad heart. Whoever understood my complaint, he considered me to be Rizwan. He considered me to be a man who was taken out of paradise. So the fact is that if this Surah Mubarakah is understood correctly, then Imam Razi cannot understand it. No one can. He is a man who can solve the riddles of logic and reason. He has a lot of contribution in his place. There is no special issue of linguistics and literature in this. There is no such doubt in this. But this is a matter of the heart. It is a matter of the inner feelings. It is a matter of the human psychology, and only those can understand this who are experts in the knowledge of the soul. And those are the Sufis who have that taste. Those who have the inner feelings that this is in reality a state of captivity. If you enjoyed our research, make sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome and informative content. Thanks a lot for being with us.